Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today we will talk about the exact differential equation. So, how can we find it, and what are the methodology when we determine the differential equation? It is in exact differential equation. So, when m of dx plus n times of dy, which is equals to 0, is said to be exact differential equation if it satisfies the following condition. So it means if you find the partial derivative of m with respect to y and partial derivative of n with respect to x, if they are equal, that's why we call it the given differential equation is called exact differential equation. Then we integrate, and it has some steps, students. Working steps, the first step, integrate m with respect to x, keeping y constant. Integrate with respect to y only the terms of n only, which do not contain x, it means. And in the third step, we will determine the result 1 and 2 from step number 1 and 2. And then we add, which is constant, it has no change. This is called your solution. So start from this. First, we write an application about the exact differential equation, student. 5 times of x4 plus 3 times of x square y square minus 2xy cube into dx. So it means when multiplied by m, so it means it is m into dx and n into dy. So this is called m and this is called n. So start from this equation. Let m is equals to 5x4 plus 3 times of x square y square minus 2 times of xy cube and n 2 times of x cube y minus 3 times of x square y square minus 5y4. So this is called, first we identify the coefficient of m, it means the value of m, it is called the, and n, identify what is m and what is n. M into dx and n into, so dy. So first we write m and n. After that, according to methodology, we check the given differential equation is exact or not. So first we find the partial derivative with respect to m with respect to y. So it means dava m upon dava y. If we take the partial derivative with respect to y, so it means it should be 0. So 3 to the 6x square y and dava n upon, sorry for that, the remaining term it is 3 times of 3 to the 6xy square. So if we take common 6xy into x minus y. Now dava n upon dava x, it means with respect to x, 3 to the 6x square y, and with respect to x it is 6xy square. If we take common 6xy into x, so do not have, so it means it has no change, so we don't write. So this is called dava m upon dava x. They are equal or not. I have a mistake, we will check y square. So they are equal, student. That's why. Therefore, dava m upon dava y, which is equals to dava n upon dava x, because the answer it is similar. Hence, the given differential equation is exact. Then we apply the steps. Integrate m with respect to x, keeping y constant. Step number 1. After that, first we will determine the given differential equation is exact or non-exact. So hence the given differential equation is exact. So first step, m dx. What is m? M is 2 times of m dx, which is equals to, what is m? M is 5x to the power 4, 3x square y square. So we write here 5x to the power 4, 3 times of x square y square minus 2xy cube. So we integrate with respect to x, keeping y constant. It means it has no change. With respect to x means student will integrate with respect to x only 5 into x to the power 5 upon 5 plus 3 times x cube over 3 y square keeping constant minus 2 times x square upon 2 y cube constant. So the answer it is x cube y square minus x square y cube. They cancel each other. So this is called mdx. Now in the second step, integrate which term we select student from n. In the next step, the integrate with respect to y only those terms of n which do not contain x. It means which do not contain x. It means only the term minus y 4, 5 into y to the power 4 do not contain x. It contain x, it contain x. So we write only the integral of n into dy. It means n into dy will consider here minus y raised to the power 4 into dy. Find the integral minus 5 by 5 upon 5 plus c minus y 5 plus c. They cancel each other. So if we add both of them in the third step, m dx plus n dy of the integral, which is equals to x to the power 5 minus y to the power 5 plus x cube y square minus x square y cube plus c. So student, this is called our result solution of the differential equation. So now we'll continue. The second question, if we consider, student, the coefficient of dx, it is called n. The coefficient of dy, it is called n. So first we identify n. Let so dava m upon dava y. Find the partial derivative with respect to y. It is 2x cos x square minus 2y with respect to x, 2x, because the derivative of y is 1. So minus the constant, the derivative of constant 0. So dava n upon dava x, it means with respect to x, the derivative of sine x is cos x square, and the derivative of cos x squared is 2x minus n minus 2x. It should be 0. So student, therefore, dava m upon dava y, which is equals to dava n upon dava x, which is equals to same. Because they are similar, student, so it means the given differential equation is exact, hence the given differential equation is exact, is an exact form. So after that, we will integrate m dx in the first step. M dx with respect to x only. So what is m? What is m? M is 2xy cos x square, 2xy cos x square, two xy cos x square minus 2xy plus 1. We find the integral into dx. So student, by keeping constant the derivative of cos x square, the angle derivative it is 2x. So it means the integral of cos it is minus sine. The integral of cos it is minus sine. So if we write in this form, student, 2 times of x cos x square minus 5 into 2x plus 1 into dx. Then we integrate with respect to x only, y keeping constant. So here, student, when we put here, okay, let t is equals to, u is equals to x square, so du is equals to 2 times of x into dx. So 2x into dx, if we multiplying each other, it means it is 2x into dx. So in that way, we write again y cos u into du, v into du minus y into 2y into x into dx plus 1 into dx, it means dx, and find the integral. In the next step, it is 2x multiplied by dx, it is du, y is keeping constant, cos x square as it means cos u, because u represent here x square. It means the integral of cos, it is minus sine. The derivative of cos is minus sine, the integral of cos is sine. So sine u, y keeping constant, minus 2 times of v constant, x square upon 2, the integral it is x plus c. Put back u, put back u, it means u is equals to x square, so y sine x square minus 2 divided by 2, so it means the answer it is y x square or x square y plus x plus c. After that, when we integrate n times of dy in the second step, it means what is n? N which term do not containing x. Which term do not containing x means all these terms containing the values of x. So it means the integral of dy, it is 0. So in this way, 0 into dy, it means 0. So therefore, m dx plus n times of dy of the integral, it is y times of sine x square minus x square y plus x plus c. This is your solution of the given differential equation. After that addition, because it has no variable, they do not containing x. It means all terms are containing x. So it means if we consider the only y term, only the term, it is 3 into dy, because it has no containing x. So I have a mistake, some student. So we write again 3 times of dy. So it means the integral of dy, it is 3y. So 3y, so we add plus 3 times of y plus x plus 3 times of y plus constant. So this is our result. And after that addition, we will consider the given equation reducible to the exact equation. It means the given equation, if it is a non-exact equation, so we will convert it into exact differential equation. It means, again I repeat, equation reducible to the exact equation means when the given differential equation, it is not in exact form, it means non-exact form of equation. So we will convert according to these 3 rules, we will convert it into exact equation. So rule number 1 is, if m of y minus n of x, it means if you find the partial derivative with respect to y and x, with n with respect to x and divided by n is a function of x alone, then you find the integrating factor e is exponential integral f of x into dx. Rule number 2, if n of x minus n of y, it means if you find the partial derivative with respect to x, then subtract from m with respect to y is a function of y alone. So then you find the integrating factor exponential integral f of y into dy. This is second case. Now the third case, it is if m is of the form m is equals to y of f of xy, it means when f function depend on both variable x and y, and n is of the form when n is equals to x times of f2 of xy, it means it is another form. So then in both cases, we will find the integrating factor according to this rule, 1 upon m of x minus n of y, and find the solution. So we will consider first application about rule number 1. So first we identify what is the rule number 1. The rule number 1 says that, student, what is m? M of dx, n of dy. First we identify, let m is 2y and n is, it is n, it is m, m dx and dy. So what is n? N is 2 times of x log of x minus xy. This is called m. Then you find the derivative with respect to y, dava m upon dava y. It is 2 and dava n upon dava x. And find the derivative with respect to x. It means we are applying here u into v. So 2 times of x, it means 2 log of x plus sine 2 times of x, the derivative of log of x, it is x, 1 upon x, minus the derivative of xy, it means it is y. So if they are cancel each other, so if we take common, the 2 times of log of x plus 1 minus y. So this is called dava n upon dava x. So dava m upon dava y, which is equals to 2, and dava n upon dava x, it is 2 times of this. After that, student, we are applying the rule number 1. Rule number 1 is m of y minus n of x divided by n. So it means my is 2 minus 2 times of log of x plus 1 minus y whole upon 2 times of log of x. What is n? N is 2 times of x log x. It means this is called x. So we write the function. This is called n. So 2 times of x log of x minus x. Student, if you're simplifying them, so the answer it is to take 2 minus 2. If you're simplifying them, 2 minus 2 log of x minus 2 minus y whole upon 2 times of x. If we take common x, so 2 times of log of x minus y. So it means minus 2 divided, cancel out from 2. If we take common minus sign, so it means so. Student, what is dava n upon dava x? It means minus multiplying by this, so it is plus y. So when we take negative sign, the 2 times of log of x minus y whole upon 2 times of log of x minus y, they are cancelled. They cancel each other. That is minus 1. And minus 1 upon x, because it is x. 2 times of x. So we write here x. They do not cancel each other. So it is x. So the answer it is minus 1 upon x. After that, student, we will integrate. Means we find the integrating factor. So integrating factor it is equals to exponential f of, we consider it is f of x into dx. It is exponential 1 upon x into dx because it is a function of x. So we write here, so the integral of this exponential ln x. So the answer it is x because they cancel each other. So integrating factor it is minus, so it means minus sign. I have a mistake. So minus sign means x inverse, or integrating factor it is 1 upon x. So student, after finding the integrating factor, then we will determine the differential equation. So to y upon x into dx plus 2 times of log of x minus y into dy, which is equals to 0. It means it is n of dy, it is m of dx multiplying by the integrating factor. So then If we separate them, so 2y upon x into dx plus sine minus of y into dy, integrate only with respect to this, the constant of when we integrate, so the integral of 0 into dx, it is constant. So we write here so dx upon x is log of x. So student, the integral it is log of x because it's keeping constant. If you write on the right hand side, so it means the integral of dx upon x, it is 2y of log of x. Because it has no integral, so we will skip them this value and minus y square upon 2. So it is 2 times of y log of x minus y square 1 upon 2 is equal to c. So this is called your differential equation about the exact rule when we are applying the rule number 1 student. Now similarly for the rule number 2, question number 2. So first we identify the m and x, m and n. So m of dx, it means m is y raised to the power 4 plus 2y, n is equals to xy cube plus 2 times of y4 minus 4x. It means the coefficient of dy is m, n, and coefficient of dx it is m. So we find the partial derivative with respect to y is 4 times of y cube plus 2, and dava n upon dava x, we find the partial derivative of n with respect to x, it is y cube minus 4. So we are applying the rule number 2, I think. So rule number 2, according to rule number 2 is dava n upon dava x minus dava m upon dava y whole divided by m. So dava n upon dava x, it is y cube minus 4 minus sine multiply by this. And what is m? M is y4 plus 2y. So student, we will simplify them. Y cube minus 4y cube minus 4 minus 2. So y4, if we take common, y cube, so y into y cube plus 2. So minus 3y cube minus 6. In the next step, student, we take common 3 minus 3, so y cube plus 2 whole upon y. They cancel each other, they are divided, minus 3 upon y. This is called dava n upon dava x minus m upon dava y whole upon m. They have determined in this step. In another way, if we write it is in short form, and y upon m. After that, we find the integrating factor because it is f of y, because this function depends on y variable. So the integrating factor it is exponential integral f of y into dy, which is equals to exponential minus 3 upon y into dy, which is equals to exponential minus 3 outside the integral. That means dy upon y. That means the integral it is exponential minus 3 ln y. Dy upon y, it is ln y. So in the next step, student, if we write in this form y to the power minus 3, so the integrating factor it is 1 upon y cube, because they cancel each other. So y raised to the power minus 3, which is equals to 1 upon y cube. So integrating factor it is 1 upon y cube. We have determined this one. In the next step, we find the integral. So it means multiplying 1 upon y cube multiplying by 1 upon y cube of equation number A. If we write the name, this equation is called 1. So if we put here equation number 1, so it means y4 plus 2y into dx plus x plus 2y xy square x xy cube plus 2y4 xy cube plus 2y4 minus 4x into dy, which is equals to 0. So it means, student, if we multiplying 1 upon y cube, so the answer it is y plus 2 upon y square into dx plus x plus 2 upon y, 2 into y, 2 into y minus 4x upon y cube into dy, which is equals to 0. Then we applying the integral sign and find the integral with respect to x, because it is whole constant. So y plus 2 upon y square of x, because it is constant, the integral of dx it is x plus the integral of y is xy plus 2 times of y square upon 2. So 2 divided by 2 minus 4x is constant. dy upon y cube it is y minus 3 y minus 2 upon minus 2, which is equals to c. It means if we simplifying them, student, so x into y plus 2 times of y square plus xy minus plus y square minus minus cancel 2 to the 4. It means plus 2 times x upon y square. When we shift this term, which is equals to 0. This is called your solution. for rule number 2. Now the last application about the equation reducible to homogeneous exact differential equation. So what is in this way, student, we will define what is m. M is equals to y of f1 of xy, n of n is equals to x into f2 of xy. In this rule, we identify what is n and what is m. So student, we will determine it means whole function. It is xy and multiplied by y. So this function is called m. And what is n? X and f of xy. It means x and both are function of x, y. So it means x into xy minus x square y. So first we identify what is m and what is n in exact differential equation. Then student, we will find the partial derivative with respect to x and partial derivative with respect to y. G. So we will find them. The partial derivative of with respect to x is 1 plus before find the partial derivative student, if we divide the variable x and y, so that whole equation, if we write the name, student, equation number 1, whole equation divided by xy. Then we will remove them. So it means after that, after identify the m and n, this condition, so you do not write this form, only the identify of the function. So it means this condition is called this. Then after that, we will divide whole equation divided by xy. So it means when we put here is xy divided by this, so it means it is x, xy it is 1, it means so y or in another way, if we take common, so first we write here is the equation 2x square y square into dx plus x times of xy minus x square into y square into dy equals to 0. First we take in common xy. So 1 plus 2 times of xy into dx plus x into xy. So in this way 1 minus xy into dy, which is equals to 0. In the next step is whole equation divided by xy. We get. So it means the whole equation divided by this, so y into 1 plus 2xy into dx plus x into 1 minus x of y into dy, which is equal to 0. So after that is what is m? M is here y into 1 plus 2 of xy and n is x into 1 minus xy. If we multiplying together y plus 2xy squared, and n is x minus x squared y. So this is called m and this is called n. After that, we will find the partial derivative with respect to x, dava m upon dava x. It means 2y square because it is 0. Dava n upon dava y, it is minus x square. So integrating factor, so the integrating factor is after finding the derivative y into 1 plus 2xy and x into this 1 is, it means xy is the integrating factor. So we have determined this way. It's wrong. For that, I have a mistake. First one, integrating factor, which is equals to 1 upon mx minus 1 upon ny, 1 upon ny. It means what is my? So this value is called m of x. So 1 upon xy, xy is the integrating factor, into 1 plus 2xy minus xy into 1 minus xy, right? So then we will simplifying them and find the result. Integrating factor xy plus 2 times of x square y square minus xy minus minus plus x square y square. They cancel each other and the integrating factor it is 2 plus 1, it is 3. So 1 upon 3x square y square in this form. So this variable it is multiplying by the whole function. So this is called m. M is equals to 1 plus 2xy and n is equals to 1 minus 2xy and multiplying by xy. So after finding the integrating factor, we will integrate. So first we write so if we write the name of the equation, equation number 2, for example 1, if we write the name. So multiplying equation number 2, equation number 1 by integrating factor 1 upon 3x square y square. So it means first we write the equation y into 1 plus 2xy into dx plus x into 1 minus xy into dy, which is equals to 0. This is called equation number 1. When we multiplying by 1 upon 3x square y square, it means student, so 1 upon 3x square, 1 upon 3x square, y upon y, so it means 1 upon 3x square y plus 2xy upon 3x square y When we simplifying them, student, divided by this will be 2 upon 3xy. 2 upon 3xy. Yes. And y multiplied by y, it means it is 3x in the next step. So we will, when we multiplying together first, then we multiplying. It's so easy for you. Otherwise, you will do not understand. So again, first we multiplying them, student, y plus 2 times of xy square into dx plus x minus x square y into dy. It means y plus this. So, student, when we multiplying the whole term, multiplying by 1 upon 3x square y square, it means 1 upon 3x square y plus 2 upon 3x, because x and y square, they are cancel each other, into dx plus sine, when we applying here, student, so x divided by x, so 1 upon 3x y square and minus x square divided by x square, it means y divided by the 1 up 3y into dy. Each term multiplied by the integrating factor according to method. So student, then we integrate with respect to x. So 1 upon 3y dx upon x square plus 2 upon 3 dx upon x, because it is constant outside the integral, 1 upon 3x dy upon y square. Find the integral in the next step, student, dy upon y, which is equals to 0. And the integral of 0 is constant. If you do not, don't write here. So the integral of dx x square, it means minus x square plus 1, it means x minus 1 whole upon minus 1 upon 3y plus 2 upon 3, it is ln x plus 1 upon 3x. Similarly, it is minus 1 upon minus y to the power minus 1. The integral of dy square, dy upon y square, it is y minus 1. So minus 1 upon 3 ln y equals to c. C is the constant of integration. So in the next step, student, further we simplifying them, 3xy plus 2 upon 3 ln x plus minus minus 1 upon 3xy is 1 upon plus minus 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 1 upon 3 ln y equals to c. If we see here, both terms are added. So 2 upon minus 3xy plus 2 upon 3 ln x minus 1 upon 3 ln y equals to c. If we multiplying the whole equation, student, 3 by 2, because it is constant. So 3 by 2 multiplying the whole equation. So further it should be simplified. Minus 2 cancel out from 2. So it means minus 1 upon xy 2 plus ln x minus ln y 2 times of ln x. 2 से 2 cancel, ln y, it means minus 2 equals to c. This is called your solution. So friend, I hope you will learn today about the start. I will repeat again. In the first, we will consider define the exact differential equation and which rule when we applying the differential equation is to be exact, dava m upon dava y, which is equals to dava n upon dava x. Then these are the working steps. After that, we consider applications about the exact differential equation. In the next step, equation reducible to the exact differential equation. It means the given differential equation, it is non-exact. Then when we convert it into exact differential equation, so it has 3 rules we have discussed today. Today we have discussed in all 3 rules and 3 applications. So thank you very much. I hope you will learn about. Thank you. Take care. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.